Hello dear kids, welcome back to social science class. We all want to be free, right? And we all want to be treated equally. Okay, we should not show any discrimination to anyone. So all these things are our expectations, right? We have learned in the previous chapters that the Constitution of India grants equal rights to all and prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, caste, creed and sex. But yes, there are sections of people who suffer inequality and injustice. So in this chapter, we will look at instances where people have faced inequality and some of the ways in which people struggle to achieve equality. Okay, so mainly in our chapter Striving for Equality, we will discuss struggles for equality and also the Indian Constitution and equality. Poverty and lack of resources remain primary factors that force people to accept conditions below the levels of equality. Besides the poor, there are also other people in the list who are not poor, yet they are not treated equally. Who are they? Yes, they are the Dalits and women. These people might or might not, but they are discriminated against on the basis of their religion, caste and sex, something which goes against the constitution of our country. The treatment that such people are meted out is often a combination of an attack on their poor dignity, economic status and their place in the society. Okay. Sometimes these discriminations come out very forcefully, undermining the rights of these people completely. It becomes difficult to judge where one aspect of inequality ends and the other begins. Let us see how we are struggling for equality. Everywhere in this world, we find individuals or communities who fought for equality for all. And these people are respected for their struggle for equality. For example, in United States of America, we had Martin Luther King Jr., who became famous for the struggle against the racial discrimination. Okay. What do you mean by racial discrimination? A discrimination on the basis of color. Okay. So, the Martin Luther King Jr., who became famous for his struggle against the racial discrimination in the form of the civil rights movement, and his contribution to the movement is worthy. And as in USA and elsewhere, people in India have also come together to fight for issues that concern them and are important to them. For example, women came together to address their grievances. And this gave rise to the women's movement. Similarly, there have been movements among the other downtrodden sections of the society, like the tribals, fishermen, agricultural laborers, slum dwellers, etc. Each group is struggling for some basic rights. And in the effort for equality, collective methods like the establishment of cooperatives have also been encouraged. And what about our constitution? Yes, our constitution, Indian Constitution, is a living document. Yes, all these struggles for equality stem from the belief that all are equal in the eyes of the law. They draw their support from the Constitution and had made provisions for equality. The federations of the fish workers like TMS, means Tawa Matsya Sangh, a cooperative of the fishermen who fought for the rights of displaced tribals of Satpura forest in Madhya Pradesh. and women organizations hope that through their participation in the movement, the provisions in the constitution would become a reality, right? By referring to the constitution, they use it as a living document, something which has real or meaning in our lives. Equality is central to any democracy, and people in a democracy are forever trying to expand this idea. However, in the chapters that we studied in this book, we looked at the challenges that are posed to a democracy in the form of existing inequalities, right? And these inequalities exist against the marginalized sections of the society, the Dalits, women, tribals, the poor and the destitute. What one must remember in the end is that to make democracy a success, the dignity and respect of a person must be respected, and discriminations on any ground should be prevented. Inequality has existed for a long time, and only through consistent efforts can it be eradicated. Okay, we need to ask the moral questions. Do I have a right to be rich? Do I have a right to be rich? And do I have a right to be content living in a world with so much poverty and inequality? These questions motivate us to view the issue of inequality as central to human living. And dear kids, you can contribute towards ensuring that people who live on the periphery of development have a chance to get access to quality education and quality health. Donate now. Take care.